Okay. So this is Poke versus Fellows. Okay. Good first turn. We just take all of the things in the shop because they're all good, and we freeze the apple. Perfect. Nice. Love to see it. Okay. I think I do probably position that differently though. I usually want to go highest attack in the or lowest attack in the front, and then highest attack farther back. Mostly because of ant. Like if they have an ant, then all their stats are gonna kind of get like more funneled towards the back. It's like having your higher attack at the back can just trade better, but it's fine. Cool. Okay, pigs and ducks, good. And like we can consider. Let's see. Let me see what the gold looked like. It's like a fish, so I don't really care actually. Yeah, I'm fine with rolling. If there was like anything decent there, if there was like a pigeon, we could stack these ducks and then just buy the pigeon, just because it's like pretty unlikely to actually find the pig triple. But there wasn't, so it doesn't actually matter. Okay, nice. We have a peacock in the shop, so we don't have to roll. Bang, rabbit. Rabbit's insane. Nice. Yep. See one of the scalers for your tier ups, always take it. I don't care what the other options are. If you get 3 tier ups and all of them are scalers, you're taking all 3 of the scalers. Mingo. Mingo. How much gold were we at? Hold on. Yeah, no, we had Mingo and a pill in the shop. So Flamingo is really good on turns like 3 and 4. Because it's just like a targeted salad, which is really strong. It costs 1 extra gold, but that cost is kind of offset by it being targeted. So yeah, if you see a Mingo, just buy it. It's like really good tempo, and then you can also pill it. And we had a Mingo and a pill in the shop, which is just great. We're also not rolling for all that many things here. We're rolling for like pig, we're rolling for peacock, we're rolling for like apple, and that's not like a ton. We'd prefer to be rolling for a few more things. Maybe we're taking swans here too, but flamingos are like always something I'm looking for. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, but yeah, flamingo. I'm taking pretty much every flamingo I see on turns 3 and 4, and then like sometimes I'll take them on 5, but 5's where it gets a little bit late. But like 5, I'm still taking them depending on the situation. Okay, we find a triple. We take the level now. I don't like ripping the triple on turn 4. Generally, you just want to wait till the odd turns. There's like quite a few good hits we can find in on turn 7. We could find like a turtle, we could find a skunk, we could find like penguin, which is, I guess we don't really have any level 2s, do we? Yeah, we don't. But, we could find turtle, we could find skunk, we could find like blowfish or hippo can kind of work as a buff target. We could find like something like a deer or a whale, something like that. Which whale's not really good unless you have deer, but anyway, you can find deer, which is good. Yeah, I don't really like taking the tier ups on that turn though. There's like some situations, but I don't think that one was really a necessary one. Okay. We have a salad, so we can just rip it. Nice. Cool. Another salad. Good. Yeah. Cake. Beautiful. Okay. Salads. Nice. Freeze both of those. Good. Beautiful. Nice. Just good old salad ISO. Feels good. Okay. We lose a round. That's okay. Alright, well, we find another rabbit. I can't remember. Somebody told me once whether it's better to rip salads with 1 or 2 rabbits. Or no, I think it's exactly the same. I think it is no better and no worse. It's just like more risky with more rabbits, but it, has a little bit higher upside, but it ends up averaging to the same thing. So yeah, so it's fine. Okay. Alright. We're on lethal. Skunk. We definitely need skunk here. Sure, yeah, that's good. Yeah, Yeah, skunk is necessary. And I maybe am just selling like a giraffe to get this skunk. I think we have to have it like now. Because we are very likely dying to this team. Like if this team's very scary because it's just been destroying us, so it'll probably keep doing that. So I honestly think we just die here, no? Unless we can position around it pretty well. That could potentially work. We'll see, but it's scary for sure. Okay. Oh, they end up hitting monkey, so yeah, okay. I think if they would have just played for tempo there, they could have for sure just won the game. Probably. But luckily they didn't, so we don't end up dying that turn, which feels good. Other than they do have monkey, so we should be a little bit scared of that. Okay, we find another cake, put it on skunk. Beautiful. Yep. Nice. Nice, now our skunk's getting pretty big. Which is good, because then they can't just skunk and remove all of our health that we've been getting. Oh, perfect breakpoint. Nice. Okay, we have a chocolate. Where do we put it? Putting it on the rabbit. We have cow in the shop, so yeah, sure, I'm good at that. Oh, we have snake. Okay, we're keeping both skunks. I don't mind that. Seems good. Nice. Probably put it on skunk. Like, they have a skunk, so they're already removing our health, so this health is just, like, less effective. So, like, I'm probably just putting it on this skunk, but... and then we just sell by the snake. Yep, good. Beautiful. Love to see it. I would still maybe front the small skunk. Just to, like, pop a melon, potentially. Oh, nice. Now we have a skunk level next turn. We have a turtle we can get on board. And we have peacock level next turn if we want it. Okay, nice. Beautiful. Cool. Yeah, we have quite a bit of scaling at this point. So do they. To be fair, they have 2 monkeys. So should be a little bit scared of that. Oh, and we have a pill in the shop. Bang. Okay. Just pill it onto the peacock. And then buy the fly. Yep, perfect. And then I assume we're buying fly here. Yep, nice. Position it. Beautiful. Actually perfect. We do eventually want to get some stats on this snake, just so they can't, like, get it with a chili or a dolphin or anything. But yeah, this is great. Yeah. Yeah, so the one thing we're kind of worried about is, like, potential of them scamming out our snake. Okay, we got a tiger. Beautiful. Nice. Stack the snake. Okay. We rip a salad. We have a lot of 4 health breakpoints, but I think it's more likely they get chili than that they get, like, dolphin. Like, I think I just roll there. Like, we can find melons, which would be huge. We can find mushrooms, which would be huge. We could find, like, pizza, which is just, like, way better than, yeah, salad. We can find sushi, which is also quite a bit better. We can also find chocolate. We can also find snakes. We can also find tigers. Like, we are rolling for so many things right now. And I think sushi, like, the salad, I just don't see ever mattering. Like, the only world it can matter is if they get a dolphin. And they don't. So it's like, yeah. And then, it snipes it anyways. We do win the round, which is great. But, like, yeah, the reason for buying that salad, I would imagine, is, like, to try to, make it so these things survive. Or maybe it was just because it was gold efficient. But it doesn't really help these survive, because, like, none of the things that they're actually dying to does it help. Like, the only thing it counters is dolphin, and I think the odds of dolphin are very low. So, anyway. Okay, yeah, we're just rolling for... Okay, melon's good. Nice. And again, kind of the same idea. Like, the only unit it could help is the snake, and that's, like, less than a 50% chance that it actually hits it. So again, I'd just rather roll. Like, if we would have had... Because we could have had 3 more rolls from last turn. So we could have rolled 3 more times on last turn. And then we also could have rolled, like, 3 more times on this turn. And, like, we have just better odds of finding things that matter if we do that. Do we... Yeah, we lose there. Okay. yeah, I mean they did pretty well in the late game. They just had a lot of monkeys, but I think that was pretty good, honestly. Like I'm not mad at that. Yeah, pretty solid. There were some issues early game that I think if we solve, um, we could win that game. And then also like just at the end there, just don't buy useless things. Like you can roll more in the late game, and then you're just looking for like your equipment, you know, pizza. You could buy sushi. Just salads are so bad. Like after like turn 6, salads do not feel good. Um, Even a pair is like somewhat considerable there because it would have gotten a pet over that 5 health break point because that's the one we actually care about. Um, so yeah, but not bad.